I think we need to do this. I'm sorry. Maybe even to there. Nope. We have too much backlighting. We are in the process of rearranging our apartment to rebuild the studio to get better light. But for now, I'm sorry. At least you can see the green through the curtain. Through the curtain. So setting yourself up. Setting yourself up. This last practice of May. A mighty month. Who could have seen it coming? I love that my sister sent a picture from Swaziland and it said the most foolish gift of 2019 was a 2020 planner. Because I don't know what to put in the month ahead anymore. We'll go a month at a time, even that. If you want to create your own calendar, right? These are still up on the website. It says 40 Days of Victory from our April sequence. And this is my second sheet. So since we started, we have 40 days. Since we started, we have another 40 days. And today is day 80. And so as much as we can't know the circumstance that we will be encountering recently in what surrounds us, we can create the circumstance that we form and we say, this is my calendar. This is my consistency. This is the way in which I know I'm making my way forward in the world. And so if you like, those are still there. There are 3 different kinds, there are 3 different colors. But I will absolutely use this through the next year. It makes sense for me of where we are. Good morning from Michigan. Hello. And so it's under the 40 Days of Victory, these PDFs. And today being day 80, we have been online every day, 80 days in a row. And we will keep at it. So today is a benediction. Bring into this day, into this sequence, into this practice, all of the last remaining things that you would choose to have released. Unblocking the body. We unlock what exists within us. In the literature of the Vedic culture, there is described an unbound, infinite intelligence that gives rise to all that is. It describes how that unbound intelligence, which has no manifest being, goes through a series of transformations or limitations, and it manifests itself as a microcosm and becomes life as we know it. And this consciousness is called Brahman. And it's a state of singularity that gives birth to the multiplicity of the universe that we inhabit. It goes on to describe this tantric reading of the yogic philosophies that we are a part of this cosmic blueprint. And I absolutely love this teaching. What we are learning is then re-embedded into that which weaves the world. We are contributing. The more I get unblocked, the more that I access this intelligence, the more the intelligence through me accesses itself. And we are recreating that which surrounds us. It is understanding itself through us. And we are contributing. We are contributing to everyone and everything. All right. So take that with you. Take that with you. Bring into these movements that are more and more familiar that which you are ready to release. Come out the other side of this month free and strong and clear. Rub your palm. Rub your palms. Settle into your seat. Heart high, loosen the shoulders, loosen the jaw. Come into a state of respect for the time ahead. Eyes closed. When your hands are still, you feel the change between them. Ong Namo, I bow to everything outside of me that is knowing me and that is becoming known. Guru Dev Namo, I bow to everything inside of me, everything I know of myself and everything that remains to be known. 3 times with me, inhale. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo Ong Namo Gurudev Namo Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Roll your shoulders, roll your wrists, start your playlist. Ad Gure Name. If you're not using music today, fantastic. And just as I think about the music, make sure that you load June. I will try to remember this at the end, but load your June playlist. It's up on Spotify. It's up on the website if you want a direct link. The new month is always there. The old month is always accessible. Hands and knees. Hands on the mat, knees on the blanket. Tuck your chin. Drop the crown of your head. Let your hips sway side to side. And settle in. Letting your breathing change. Letting your eyes sweep closed. Let your navel drop. Let your heart move forward. Inhale as you reach and exhale as you round. Inhale and exhale. Inhaling, exhaling. Eyes closed so that you can attend to the experience all the way into your bones. And you can feel all the tiny connections that put you together from the very surface to the very center. And keep that movement going, building a rhythm in your body. Turn your left thumb forward, your left finger's left, eyes closed, and just see how reverent we can become. Trying to lightly draw your hands apart, feel the upper back open, mid-spine lengthens. You may work there or turn your left fingertips left, the left middle fingertip pointing toward the left knee, and move through the left palm, the wrist, the eye of your left elbow, across the collarbones to the left jaw, and down through the left kidney. Right away, removing blocks within the body. Turn your left fingers forward. Turn your right thumb forward, your right fingers right. Lightly drawing the hands apart. Eyes closed, breath steady. Find a pace that creates rhythm and consistency. And settle into it. And let it override distraction. Right thumb turning right again, right middle fingertip towards your right knee. Opening the palm and the wrist, the eye of your elbow, the right collarbones, jaw, and down the back. How willingly can we be moved? Fingertips turning forward, child's pose, fold it back. Drum through your fingers. Open and close your fists. And rise onto your knees. Tuck your toes to the left, your hips face the right, and step your left foot to the center line. Beginning to bend into the left kneecap. Right toes tucked under behind you. Toes are perpendicular to your belly. And coming into these movements that have been and are still so familiar, but we know this is the last of them, so savor it. And let the last of it, let its leaving make you all the more attentive. Elbow to thigh, right hand overhead, elbow to rib. Left knee going a little bit left, right hip coming a little bit forward. And then the left knee stays bent, the right arm stays overhead, little pulses, so that you can explore from knee to knee. Knee on the floor, knee to the wall. And all the ways in which this changes. The thigh, the pelvis, the hip, the shoulder, the breath. And change sides. Left knee down. Right foot flat, right toes pointing. Knee bends. Left toes are tucked under behind you. And you're moving as though from the tips of your back toes to the fronts of your front toes. Let your feet move you so that your hips and your pelvis can simply go along for the ride without working. Right elbow, right thigh, left hand overhead. Bring your left elbow to rib. Start to bring it all the way into your fingertips. One more. Elbow to thigh, stay. And tiny pulse, knee to knee. Knee to knee. Conclusions. Left hand down, right hand downward facing dog. Hips high, press back. Arms out long. Right foot steps outside of your right hand. Left knee comes down to the blanket. A block or two under your left hand. And a large reverse circle through the right hip. And this allows your hips to come forward and back. Like a backstroke. Super. And you're letting this cascade of movement from your hip, your knee, your hand, create this circle from your fingertips all the way around you. All the way around you. Of protection, of mystery, space around you. And then stay, right elbow beside your ear. Press the back toes down into the floor, which will open the left hip. Press the left hand down to roll the right rib open. And then a little bit softer, a little bit deeper bend in the right knee. The navel opens, the heart comes high, the throat widens, and there's no change in the breath. Long and full. 2 hands down. Downward facing dog. Press back. Feel the right hand, right hip, right heel, that line. Be deliberate. Left foot steps outside of the left hand, right knee down, right hand on a block. Heel on the mat, toe off, and a big reverse circle. Let your hips follow your hand and roll through. And then the left hand beside the left ear, the right toes plug into the floor behind you. Let that open your right hip. Right hand down, let that open the left lung. And softly, more deeply, bending the left knee. The hips drop, the heart will rise, the throat will widen, and the mouth corners rise. Last one, last one. Downward facing dog. Left hand, left hip, left heel. Find that line. Give it your attention, give it time. And center. Knees down. If you choose and you're using a chair, I set it out if you want it. Behind that rocker. Or folding yourself a little bit thicker, a little bit higher. You may sit on a block, blanket, or a chair, but your shoulders are over your seat. Hands come up high. Here, the Kriya begins. So if you're off at all, let's all put the music to Morpho so we get the full 4 minutes. Start Morpho. And the hands up high. You start a simple circle. Build down into the seat. Oh. So at first you may use the circle of your shoulders to help you find both sides of your seat and the front and the back and the navel. And once the seat is established, come up through the spine. Come into the shoulders. Come out through the fingertips. And then deepen your breathing. And close your eyes. And keep breathing out what you find. The greatest block that exists within us is the separation we create. That I am not that which creates me. That I am I and that is all. You are so much more. And so as you breathe here and as you move here, you have the chance to really shift around and shift what you've been holding that says, I am I have to get through today. I have to get the taxes done. I have to fill the gas tank. Well, you do, but you have company. If you can let it in, it'll get a lot better. Open. Come a little undone. Loosen your jaw. If you need to, hands come down and shake it out. Then close your eyes and settle in. And make it yours. Claiming the progress you've made in the past month or in the past few months. Claiming the fact that you woke and arose and went to your mat today. Claiming what you've made out of who you are. Claiming all the seeming failures and losses that brought you to this moment. Claiming, bring it in and become whole and safe and stay open. Swift and steady as you can. Maybe it comes out of the wrists. Maybe it comes out of the fingers. Maybe it comes out of the face. How do we access that infinite energy in our mind? We keep redefining what's happening. Get under it, get behind it, get within it. This month I discovered I have a panic button. And then when things get difficult, very slowly, very quietly, I stand on that panic button and everything gets more difficult. And I make it more difficult and I add drama. And I found out I can come off the panic button and the exact same circumstance is so much easier. Nothing changed except I'm not standing on the button. Go, loves, go. 3, 2, hands high, inhale, 3 more sips. Heart up, tuck your chin and be so tall. Chin up, elbows down, hands down, eyes stay closed. And revel in it, that it is past. Let it go. Let it go more. How long do we carry effort forward with us? Let it go now. And again. Take its strength, release its effort, and shake out your legs. Legs out, shake your feet side to side, your knees up and down. Stay on your chair if the chair is serving you. Honestly, if you didn't do chair at least once this month, then go back and do one of the Mondays, because I did most of the Mondays on chair. And it makes all the difference. Heels under your knees, hands up high, sitting tall. And then a little bit forward and inhale up. Press into your outer feet, keep your feet flexed, press into your outer knees. So you're catching yourself. It's intentional, it's a fold. Inhale up. And then exhale, fold. And the fold is bringing your lowest point of your abdominal muscles to meet the lowest part of your spine. So that on the exhale, if it's a lot, as you sit up, hands to shoulders and then up, and then hands to shoulders and bring it down. That hands to shoulders will draw your energy up. If you don't need hands to shoulders, just keep your hands high and make it small as it needs to be, right? As you make space, as you've made space, folding down, you're rising up without rounding. Yeah, beauty. Anchor into your low abdomen. Belly to spine, like you are condensing into the navel. And on your inhale, you are expanding up into the fingertips. And the last one. And hands down. That access to the low fold there, use that. Set your blanket aside, come to hands and feet. Soft, short dog, knees bent, that you can rock side to side and pick up a button with your fingers gathering off the floor. And that same lift right through the low navel, 2 fingers below your belly button. That's what's allowing you to move side to side. And as you move one hand up, press the other hand into the floor. And the press into the floor connects you to your navel. Lift your hand, lift your foot. And you'll find balance right in the middle of the body. Rock forward, rock back. Heels up, and then hands up. Press your hands into the floor, and that will press your hips up. Press your feet into the floor, and that will bring your hands up, meeting right at the navel. The navel is the anti-panic button. The navel there, your stability, your height, your freedom, your play. You got 2 more, 2 more. 1, 2, hands to hips. Drop your seat, lift your heart, stand slow and tall. And down the same way, knees bend, fold, drop your head at the end. Inhale to stand. Exhale to fold. Now you may continue or hands down the legs. Hands up the legs to rise wide. Down the legs to fold. Up wide. If your body's ready, hands forward and down. And inhale up. And exhale down. So finding one of those folds, hands to hips, hands down the legs, or hands out long. And begin to lengthen through the whole length of your body, up at the heels. One more. Oh. And pause, palms face forward. Just stand. Out the fingers, out the toes. Last time we go. Hands on hips, little tap the toe. You made it. You made it to the very last moment here. So make the most of it. Keep the knees high. Keep a spring in your step. This might be where you stay. Might be what you come back to. Or you start to bring it in. See how graceful it can be. This sweet little hop that has given us so much levity and freedom. Bring the breath higher up into the chest. That I am so far from that panic button right now because I'm flushing the possibility of distress right out of my breath. And we're going to shake it out for 3, 2, 1. Down into your heels, out into your fingertips, into your shoulders and your jaw. So you gather up the panic before it happens and you dispel it and you shake it out. You got 3, 2, hands to hips and hop. And how does it change? We become steady instead of hysterical, right? But it will build up. The challenge will return. The intensity will return and we'll shake it out. It means we don't have to stop. We don't have to back off. Just take a minute, feel it, shake it out. 3, 2, 1. Into the heels. Let's ground your lightning. Out through the hands, out through the tail, out through the shoulders. The jaw, where does it need to go? 3, 2, hands overhead. Bigger. Feel yourself at full size. You can't offend anyone. It's not for anyone else. And you get to feel, I am this. We're going to shake this out. 3, 2, 1. In the heels. Your heels are your grounding. Anger out the feet. Uncertainty out the hands. All the caught words in your jaw, your tail, your thighs. You got 3. Last set. 2. All out we go. Last ones. Where can you go? What will you allow to move through? And then stay open right to the end. 3, 2, 1. Hands just in front of your body. Feel that you can rest your hands on the thrum of your life force, coming beyond the physical body to fill your hands, to fill your arms. You are more than you can see. Feel your heart and the blood rushing through your body. You are momentum and change and movement. Keep it going. Down to your seat, legs crossed. Legs crossed. All the way through the upper aspect of the body. Make fists, hands by shoulders. Shoulders up by your ears. And then rolling one shoulder and the other. If it's too much, keep it low. Roll your fists. Otherwise, shoulders up, elbows wide, eyes closed. Each is an exhalation. X, 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 X. You can be angry. You can come undone. All the ways in which you need care, all the care you've been giving, all the fatigue that can create. I want you to feel it and flush it through you. Now is the time. Feel it here. Feel it safely. Feel it fully so it doesn't show up unexpectedly later. Three, 2, 1. Hands sweep high. Inhale, chin up. 3 sips. Go. Keep the breath. Tuck your chin. Stay so tall. A pillar of light. Chin up and hands down. Eyes closed, sitting tall. Feel who you are. Not knowing, feeling. I am this. I am a radiant extension of the great good in the world. Unblock everything that would get in the way, that would stop you from believing your magnificence, your light. We'll meet on the back, lying down, knees bent, feet flat. Lift your head and shoulders. Hands reach towards your heels. Find a whisper of ha. Keep the breath, close the mouth, out the nose. Working here or your full stretch pose. Just see what you can do today. If you're pregnant or you're on your cycle, keep your knees bent, hold your shins, long, smooth breathing. Otherwise, right here, just 30 seconds, steady. You may tremble. You may be absolutely dismantled and rearranged. Stay open. That's the practice. 5, 4, 3, 2. Knees to your chest. Head and shoulders down. Holding your shins, roll forward. Holding your shins, roll back. Smooth out the spine. Cross your ankles. Hold your shins. Roll to more of a seat and back. Bring your heart up. If you are a lotus or a half lotus practitioner, pop your foot on your thigh, sit up tall, and flush out your hip joints. Oh. One more we go. And sitting tall. Child's pose. Hands forward, knees back. Folding in, arms out long, head down. Eyes closed, and keeping them closed, rise to hands and knees. Circle your hips. Eyes closed, add the shoulders and the head. And then let that movement absolutely explore you. Where do you need to go? How familiar can you become with the small call through the body? What's calling for your attention? Before it becomes injury, before it becomes illness, what is calling you to change your movement or your choice? Open me, fold me, rinse me, clear me. What's needed? Where? Only you know this. The doctor cannot repair us at this level. This is us with us. And it starts by learning to listen and letting it move. You with you is the greatest physician you'll ever have. To the center, to cat-cow, slow, smooth, 3 times. Bring it back in. Feel. Am I in alignment? Am I in safety? Am I home? Set it back, hips to heels, arms out long. Your head descends. Rising. Walk your knees to your wrists and fold to your back. Ideally, over time, this practice is connecting us with us. That we know what to do for ourselves in any given moment because we know how to pause and we know how to listen and we know how to listen. And in that listen, what to do, what's needed. I love it when you write to me about the challenge that you had, hands under your hips, right leg long, and then change. And you write and you say, it was difficult and I knew to do this. That's why we practice. We get ready for what will come, for what is coming. For what has come. We make our way through and we become wiser with ourselves and our choices. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. If it's too much on your hips or low back, keep your heels a little higher than your knees. And let your knees and your feet be quite pliable. Be willing instead of creating resistance to make strength. Let that go. Make a difference, a quicker strength, a lighter strength with more duration. Oh boy. Looser. Looser. We put so much resistance in our bodies because our gym tells us it makes us strong. Get lighter, get looser. Go 5, 4, 3, 2, feet down. Free your hands, put your hands on your thighs, press away and open the hips. Breath down into the pelvis. Feeling the point 2 fingers below your navel. Home base. Legs walk out long. Feet are strong. Hands up high. Palms almost to touch. And then inhale, hands open wide. Exhale, palms to touch. Inhale, exhale. So legs are straight. Feet are strong. Legs are strong. Navel's strong. And the chest can open and close. This is it, loves. Clear it all out right here. Ah. 3, 2, and 1. Letting your hands drop wide, letting your feet drape wide, spilling into the floor. Letting your breath be free to travel anywhere in your body. The sensation of ease is liquid. Each exhalation is a release. Feeling your breathing settle deeper towards the abdomen. Arranging your limbs, the heels in line with the hips, the hands a little closer to the body, perhaps resting on the pinky edge of the hands. And as your body is settled and quiet, let your attention float away, out into the corners of the room, out the windows, under the door. What can you hear? What's in the street outside, or the yard, or the sky, or your home? What can you hear? You are that hearing, you are that vast, you are capable of dissolving into the room. Feel the space that permits. And like vapor, let it begin to coalesce, condensing to your surface, to feel how your clothes meet your body as you breathe. Feel the weight of your heels on the floor, the hips, the shoulders, the hands, and the head. Aware of how the floor meets you. You are supported. You are held. Out of the jaw, the breath is loosened. And you allow your attention to gather in the soles of your feet. And they become bright and warm, tingling. You stand in a pool of light. Feel the light between your toes, over the toenails, to the arch of the foot, over the foot, the body at ease. Gather that light into the left ankle, point of light, and the right ankle, a point of light. The body effortless. Your attention slides up the shins to your knees. The left knee, a point of light. The right knee, a point of light. The body at ease. Feeling the spacious quality of an inhalation in your chest. Feel that same space in your knees. Your attention up your thigh bones to your hips. Left hip, a point of light. Right hip, a point of light. Body effortless. And in the hips, the sensation of inhalation. Spacious. The navel center, a point of light. The center of your chest, a point of light. The base of your throat, feel, see, sense, a point of light. Body is open. Your right shoulder, a point of light. The body effortless. Right elbow, right wrist, right palm, points of light. The tip of your right thumb, a point of light. Tip of your right first finger, tip of the right middle finger, tip of the right ring finger, tip of the right pinky finger, points of light. And the body at ease. Right wrist, right elbow, right shoulder, points of light. The base of your throat, feel, see, sense, point of light. Your left shoulder, a point of light, and the body at ease. Left elbow, left wrist, left palm, points of light, body effortless. Tip of your left thumb, point of light. Tip of the left first finger, tip of the left middle finger, tip of the left ring finger, and tip of the left pinky finger. Points of light, body at ease. Left wrist, left elbow, left shoulder, points of light. The center of the chest, a point of light, body effortless. Left chest, left breast, point of light. Right chest, right breast, a point of light, the body at ease. The base of the throat, feel, see, sense, a point of light. The base of the skull, back of the head, the crown of the head, and the center of the forehead. Points of light. The base of the throat. Feel, see, sense. Point of light. Seeing all the points of light as a great constellation. Release everything in between. beginning to deepen your breathing. Soften your expression, the skin around your eyes and your lips. A hint of a smile. Open. Hands overhead. The body long, the legs long, all the way up. Draw your right knee into your chest, interlacing your finger over your right shin, and breathe in. Rinse the low back, the right lung, rest the adrenal on the ground. Flexing the left heel, draw the toes back towards you, spread the toes, roll your ankles, and then left hand overhead. The whole left side body clear. Keep the left hand where it is. Bend the left knee, left foot flat. Right ankle over the left knee, right hand on the right thigh. And pause there as you lightly press the right thigh. Get your breath down into your pelvis, into your hips. Total ease through the body. Draw the left thigh in. Interlace your fingers behind the left thigh or over the shin. And a little forward and back. A little side to side. And then press your thigh or your shin into your hands. And let your arms be straight and let it open the back of your neck. And press your right knee away. Flex and point your feet. Flex, point your feet. Flex, point your feet. That movement of flexing and pointing will help relieve the hips. And the right leg goes long. Keep your left knee bent. Fingers over your left shin. Bring it in. And settle. Like a great cloth that you were rinsing out. Open and close your toes. Roll your ankles. And reach your right hand overhead. Standing in your right heel, right thigh. Open right hip, right shoulder, right fingertips. Keep the right hand where it is. Bend your right knee, right foot flat. Left ankle over your right knee. Left hand on your left thigh, press away. Get your breath down into your hips. Get your breath into your knees. And then draw your right thigh in. Interlace your fingers behind the thigh or over the shin. A little side to side, a little front and back. Let it move. Pressing your shin into your hands. Let your arms straighten. Open your elbows. Open the back of your neck. Send your left knee forward. Flex, point your toes. Left knee presses forward. Flex, point your toes. Good things. Good things. And let it go. Left leg long. Building tree. Take your right foot to the sole of your left thigh or calf. Right hand to your right thigh, left hand to your left ribs. And then roll those 2 points apart. So you can feel your navel change, your chest change, your right hip changes. Stand in your left heel and draw your left thigh against your foot, left hand overhead. So you're standing in the left leg, you have your left hand overhead, full tree. Good. Change sides. Left knee bends, right leg straight. Left sole of foot to your right inner thigh. Press. Left hand to left thigh. Right hand to right rib. Roll that line open down the middle of your body. Breath to the pelvis. Press into your right heel, right hand overhead. Firm your tree from the base. Good morning. The knees to your chest. Forward and back. Forward and back. We reassemble ourselves standing in tree. Take your time as you come to stand. And the tree reassembles our attention, reconnects our nervous system, our body, our proprioception. Weight in the left heel, let your right knee rise. Settle. Settle. Find your heels, those lightning rods, the place that dispel what is loose and lost down into the ground. So stand in the left heel, right knee high, left hand high. Let it all through you and down into your heel. Down into your heel. Perfect. And hands down. Beauty. Right heel to the floor. Grounded. Ready. Left knee rises. Interlace your fingers. Draw your knee high. And go down into your right heel. Right hand high. Steady gaze. And change it. Full tree. Left foot to the floor. Ball of your right foot down to your ankle, maybe. Calf, maybe. Inner thigh, maybe. Whatever you've got, bring your foot to your thigh. Right hand to the right thigh. Left hand, left rib. Open that line and stand in your heel. Left hand high. Firm into your feet. The stronger the legs, the easier the arms. Press into your feet. And keep a steady gaze no matter what happens. Stay open. Sole of the foot down. Maybe the calf. Maybe the inner thigh. Press your thigh to your foot and your foot to the floor. Left hand to the thigh, right hand to the rib, open. When we're out of balance, we want to close because closing seems safe. Open those. Right hand up. Firm into the feet. Left hand high. The legs are strong, the heart is free. Take this fear out of your chest. Take the tension out of your eyes. 2. And down. And down. She's done. Shake it loose. Bring your fingertips to your forehead. Little last taps. Don't miss it. All the way out across the brow and back. To the temples. Down the sides of your jaw. To the point of your chin. And then underneath. All the way to the thyroid and the throat. Going to the jaw, to the temples, across the brow, to the crown of the head, widening out above the ears, back to the crown, down to the back of the head and back behind the ears. Little taps, down behind the base of the skull and behind the ears to the neck. Holding the tops of your shoulders, draw your elbows down and pull the tops of your shoulders down, pull your elbows down. Press your heels down to lift your chest into your arms. So the body becomes very firm and tall, and the elbows draw down like you could rinse all the tension out of your shoulders, out of your arms. Press. And as you release, make a fist. Right hand makes a fist down the inner arm, and then down the outer arm. All these lines protecting the heart around the chest. Nice flat circles, and the other side. So down the inner arm, lines of energy, backs of the arms, and circle around the chest. Whew, it's a different breath. Down and around your abdomen. Little taps, flushing out. Down the inner thighs. Outer legs, backs of the legs. That when we get off an airplane or our legs have been stiff, we do this very naturally. So do it now, preventing tension in the legs up the back, and then sweep wide. In and up. Shake it out and down. Out and down. Inhale, bring it up. Out the feet, out the hands. Last time, smooth it up. and palms together. Bring your hands light of your heart, your eyes are closed, and in your mind or aloud repeat, I expand in success, abundance, and love every day. As I inspire those around me to do the same. Hands to the forehead center. I am this. Sat Nam. 8 count Sat, 2 count Nam. Inhale. Sat Nam. Sat Nam, I see myself. Namaste, I see you. Happy May. Enjoy this last day. What a month it's been. Unpredictable. But our own response becomes more familiar. I will see you tomorrow in June. I will be there every day of June. Come when you can. You are never behind. You have never missed out. When you practice, it's the time to be there. Get the June playlist off the website, off Spotify. Tell me your questions. And thank you so much. Sat Nam.